This is MJ. I'm an author, I'm an artist, I'm an analyzer. You can find all my work at mjmunoz.com. Welcome to my fully operational Star Wars analysis. I am discussing Ahsoka Episode 6, which was kind of weird. Overall, it was interesting, but it was definitely kind of weird. I didn't really pay super close attention to who the director was. I think her name was some lady. Oh my gosh. Woo! That's actually not a sexist, misogynistic comment from me. That's a, deep cut, it's become an inside joke with my family, between me and my wife and kids. And, hey, here it is. Here it is, popped into my show, ruining it, driving people away from me, making sure never mind. So, anyway, yeah, it was interesting. Despite the fact that it's about some lady named Ahsoka, we hardly got to see your girl Snips. So, that was kind of interesting. We did get to spend a lot of time with your girl Sabine Wren, and I gotta say, I did not like her at all this episode. She wasn't very compelling. I didn't like those weird creatures that Ezra's been slumming it with. And I don't know. I didn't even really like the Howler, which was the name for Sabine's wolf mount that Filoni wanted to give her. And I don't know. Honestly, it seemed less like a wolf horse and more like a rat horse. I got ROUS vibes big time from that thing. The flat-ishness and the wideness of its mouth feels very unlupine. I guess you could say unlupine. How would you say that? Well, it don't feel wolfy to me. So I thought that was weird. And then the little I don't know, white trash RV retirement turtles or whatever that you had there. Sorry, you see what I was going for. It didn't quite work. But yeah, the weird, turtle rock shell guys, they were kind of weird. And I don't know, if you think that they're sentient beings and yet the Howler ostensibly eats them like they're, common turtles or something, and he's a coyote, a little weird. I don't know, kind of odd. I gotta tell you, my favorite part, speaking of things that I thought were odd, I have to say, and I'm sure this will be heretical to some, I did not enjoy the look of Grand Admiral Thrawn. I'm vaguely familiar with Lars Nicholson, right? He's, didn't his brother play Krennic? And now anyway, that seems weird to me, but regardless, I think they should have gotten the brother who played Krennic and painted him blue, because I didn't like something about the Thrawn. Look, I gotta be honest, I could probably lose 30 pounds, but I'm not paid to be on screen and be, in a past life, no, I still like Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell talks about in a commentary for one of the movies that he did that he would hardly see his wife, who he had just married at the time. She was a costume, she was a seamstress working on costumes for the movie he was working on. And he'd go, "Oh, honey, I'll see you later. I gotta go work out, and after that, Sam's gonna wait, Sam? Yeah, Sam's gonna. He says he's gotta shoot some extra scenes with me, but I don't think anybody's gonna be there." That's a joke about Sam Raimi and how he likes to just beat up his friend Bruce Campbell, who did movies for him. It's a weird joke, sorry. It's not a joke, it's true. It's just a funny reference to that. So, yeah, I didn't really like the look that they had going for Thrawn. I gotta be honest, he looks a little paunchy, and that was surprising to me, because you'd think living on a wasteland of a world with minimum resources, we saw the guy was into fitness during Rebels, and you would think he would have kept up with that, and I understand that the actor is not the person, but the actor is a person who's literally played to pretend that there's somebody else and play a role, and they could have gotten anybody to paint blue and put red contact lenses in, or CGI their eyes red, or whatever they did for him, and it didn't have to be the guy who did the voice. Ashley Eckstein isn't playing Ahsoka. I can't remember the name of the young man. Something Taylor, I believe, is not playing Ezra Bridger. Tia Sergar is not playing Sabine Wren, etc., etc., ad infinitum. The only person who's playing the character who they voiced in Rebels is Clancy Brown, because I'm pretty sure, I'm 98% sure that the character of that mayor guy was designed to look like Clancy Brown because they wanted him to be voiced by Clancy Brown, who maybe Filoni was like a big fan of Highlander and whatever else he's been in live action, because I don't really know. That's the only thing I know him from, live action, besides Rebels. Or not Rebels. He voiced the guy in Rebels, and then besides, whatchamacallit, Ahsoka. So that's weird. That's weird. So yeah, I was not a fan of the look of Grand Admiral Thrawn. He didn't look Grand, he didn't look Admiral, and he didn't look Thrawn to me. And I don't know, I guess it's just something I'm going to have to live with. And I really thought it was too bad, because I think they could have gone a different direction with him. I don't know if it's that they could have gone a different direction with him, or if I just plumb didn't like it. I like Baron Papanoida, played by one George Lucas, and one of the Papanoida girls played by his daughter. I believe it was Katie Lucas, but I'm not 100% sure. Please do not quote me on that. I thought they looked really good as blue people, as the Pantorans who they played in A Revenge of the Sith. Like I said, I thought they looked really good. There was nothing off-putting about their appearance. I'm pretty sure from looking at the special material, like the extras, the bonus material from the movies, that they were just like in blue face paint makeup stuff, whereas the guy playing Thrawn looks like he's in some other sort of thing, which I know that's not the best way to put it, but I don't know, it looks like they're doing something else with him, and I don't think I like the thing that they're doing with him. And I mean, yeah, I don't really like the look of it. Like, his eyes look okay, but just something is off. Something's off, and I don't like it. And, I mean, I'm not, like, angry, and I'm not hurt. It's just, I saw the still images from him, or the, snapshots we saw of him in the trailer, and I thought, he looks kind of weird. I'm not really sure I dig this look. And it never got any better. I expected it would, and then it didn't. So, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? It's kind of interesting. So yeah, that was I don't know how to feel about that. It's strange to me. It's strange to me, and I'm disappointed that I don't like the look of him better. And yeah, I'm not sure what else to say about that. This thing where he seems to be into, like, the idea of destiny that the Night Sisters are obsessed with, these great mothers, is, I guess it's interesting. What I think is more interesting is that he has this alliance with them, and I mean, I guess it makes sense, but just, it makes it feel like he's always had an alliance with the Night Sisters, and I just don't know that that's true, and I don't know where that idea came from. I mean, other than the mind of Dave Filoni, I certainly don't remember it being part of Rebels or basically anything else. But I haven't kept up on the new Thrawn books that the original author and creator of Thrawn, Timothy Zahn, has been doing for Disney Lucasfilm. So yeah, I mean, I very well am, I'm admitting my ignorance there, and I feel good about it. I don't actually feel good about ignorance. I think ignorance is a bad thing. But what I am saying is, I'm not going to let it hurt me that I don't know this thing because I wasn't following up on these books. I have nothing against Zahn. I enjoyed Timothy Zahn's work. But I just wasn't that interested in Thrawn as a character. He never really compelled me. Like, he was an interesting foe for Luke, Han, and Leia. But beyond that, I just wasn't. He wasn't the guy for me. He was not the guy for me. Jura Sibeth, I enjoyed, but Thrawn, not so much. Never really made sense to me how he was that smart. Maybe it's because I was dumb. I was in high school when I first read the books, but even I revisited them recently, and I just thought, I don't know. I could take him or leave him. So. I'll be honest, it just seemed like too much sometimes. Like, really, you're predicting that based on this little information? That seems odd. Like, the whole you know, Chewbacca must be in the ship with Organa Solo because this, that, and whatever. It's like, really, dude? How do you know that? How do you know that? Anyway, so getting back to talking about this episode, which is what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, it was, it was interesting. It was weird. I watched Willow for the very first time with my kids like a few months ago, and I gotta say, I get strong Willow vibes from this wasteland planet, and I don't know if it's Willow or somewhere between Never Ending Story 2, the like beetle armor guys that Atreyu and Cool Bastion fight. I didn't realize this as a kid, but between Neverending Story 1 and 2, they changed the kid who plays Bastion, and the kid in number 2 is like way cooler. And I'm very tangential this morning. In the book, real Sebastian is a fat nerd kid, and they made him like a skinny nerd kid in the first movie, and in the second movie they just said like, you know what, this is Hollywood, we're going to make this kid cool. He's going to be so awesome. He actually bullied me in high school, or no, in middle school. That's not true, but he could have. Yeah, so it's interesting to see. I'm sorry, that whole Never Ending Story thing got me. Oh yeah, the red armor guys, like they really reminded me of that, and that was kind of cool. And like I don't know, something with the Howler kind of reminded me of some of the guys in Dark Crystal, and I don't know, it was like a really weird, like I guess they did a good job of making this galaxy far, far away, which I can't believe they actually used that. It's kind of cool, kind of crazy. They made them feel foreign, and they made them feel like they're from far, far away, and that was interesting. That was really interesting, but yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about all that. I mean, I guess it's good that there was this totally different vibe. You don't want it to feel the same, because, then what's the point of doing it different if it's just going to be the same, right? I mean, that makes sense. Feels a little silly to say, but I think that's a completely accurate statement. So, anyway, yeah, I don't know. It was interesting. It was definitely interesting. I have some misgivings, but, I've shared those with you, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. And goodness gracious me, golly. I don't know. I don't know what more to say. It's definitely an interesting show. I did not expect Ezra to be found so quickly and easily. I enjoy spoilers because they don't really ruin stories for me, so I have spoilers about some of the stuff he might be doing in the next episode if he ends up fighting or something like that. And I think it's pretty cool. I like the sound of it. It should be fun stuff to watch. But I don't know. I don't know where this is going to go from here. And like, I hate. So you've got this great, smarmy picture of Ezra. He must have known Sabine was there, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to stand here, and I'm going to make an entrance." That feels like something. It totally feels like something that Ezra would do, as he's waiting for her because he can hear her in the camp, right? But like, I just pictured that with the caption, "Local man," or like, man from different galaxy puts that other galaxy in complete jeopardy because his friend is too dumb to stay away or whatever. Like, he's interested in going back home, and I can understand that, and he wants to go home. But the idea that him going home is going to cost, like, if him going home causes the sequel trilogy to happen, basically, and, like, Kylo Ren to come into power, and, what's his name? Snoke? Snape is the other one guy. He puts bottles in death. Anyway, but, like, Snoke to come to power and, like, all this chaos to happen, like, that's going to be really weird, and, I think it'll like totally nullify any goodness of these characters, or at least of Sabine, because it just shows how evil attachments are, because attachments lead you to jeopardize an entire galaxy and put it into civil war just so you can see your brother again one last time or whatever. And I don't know, that just it seems really strange. I don't like it. So I'm kind of all over the place. It was just like a weird episode. Like, there were really interesting, striking visual things to say, or to say something about, to talk about. the Night Sisters, like, okay, I gotta say this again. How is Morgan Elsbeth a Night Sister? How is that possible? She's not Dathomiri. What is going on? And why can't they just say, yes, as you know, I am half Dathomiri on my mother's side. My father was a foolish human, or whatever, and now I'm cursed to not look quite like my Night sisters, or whatever. When I saw the Great Mothers, I thought, yes, those are Night Sisters. That's the Dathomiri look I want in my Night. Like, what's wrong with that? And obviously, there's nothing wrong with that, but they chose to cast this lady. Like, it's because she looks Mexican. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, so it's an odd. There's a lot of odd choices, but there's a lot of interesting things going on as well. Like these weird legends of, and fairy tales told of this other galaxy and perhaps of the Night Sister Witch Kingdom, full of magic with a CK at the end of it. It's interesting, and like Balin says he's searching for the start of it all. Is he looking for the world between worlds so he can go in there and like destroy the galaxy? Like, what kind of power is he looking for? This immeasurable power. What does he want? Is it the power to go into the world between worlds and do something, or is it some other sort of power? Then there's the question of what is Thrawn loading up onto the ship? What cargo is he getting from Dathomir? I'm going to assume it's dark crystals to eventually power up Starkiller Base or something like that. Dark kyber crystals that the Night Witches have messed with or whatever. That's the only thing I can think. It doesn't really matter. We're going to find out eventually, or we won't, whatever. It could be a story for another time. But yeah, I don't know. I was entertained. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the little conversations between Shin and Balin, and I enjoyed, I don't know. I guess I enjoyed Thrawn, I don't know. He was okay. He was okay. I'm going to have to see more. I'm suspending judgment for now, because I'd like to see more, and I want to know, what more is going on. I don't like that guy being named Enoch, because I feel like that's a dishonor to Enoch, having it be some, murderous trooper. Oh, and then, apparently the stormtroopers that are with Thrawn are called night troopers, like it's nighttime, like N-I-G-H-T, not Knight, like soldier people. And, for some reason they were all, chanting when when Morgan Elsbeth and the other guys, showed up. So, and again, maybe I'm ignorant of this. Is Thrawn part of, a cult? Are they worshiping something or someone with their chanting and singing? And, why are they doing that? Was that to honor the Night Sisters? Maybe they say, you shall give us tribute in the form of song by singing and chanting every time we come near. Here are the lyrics. B minor, D flat, yes. I don't get that. That was dumb. I get for ambiance and, if you want to have, I get it. The chanting is very, profound. It, triggers something emotionally in people, because we're, deep spiritual beings and whatnot. But, I don't know, I just didn't get it. It didn't connect with me. And it just, is Thrawn a religious figure? Is he is he the Chiss Messiah? And these guys are, helping his ascendancy? I don't know. It just, I don't know. It all seems very strange. So it's it's new ground, and it's, quite squishy and makes me uncomfortable, and I don't like the squelching, and, but I want to stick around and find out what exactly is going on. So that's what I'm going to do, and I guess that's what you're going to do with me. So until next time, folks, I hope you take care of yourselves and each other. This is MJ signing out. I hope you enjoyed that. Go to mjmunoz.com to leave any questions, comments, or other feedback you might have. There you can find all of my analysis, art, and fiction. I cover books, tokusatsu, comic books, anime, and more. Look around. You're sure to find something else that you'll enjoy as well. This has been a Story Over Everything production.